Welcome to Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu, and today we're doing a 2025 Volvo XC40 non-recharge for the ones who'd like to know, and it is a B5 all-wheel drive plus trim, one of three trims. You have a lower trim being the Core and a higher trim being the Ultra. Let's go ahead and dive in. What do we get with regards to the engine? A 2.0 liter four-cylinder turbocharged paired together with the 8-speed Geartronic transmission. It pushes out 247 horsepower with 258 pounds-feet of torque. MPG's 23 city, 30 highway, and a 26 combined with a 14.2-gallon gas tank size. Let's talk dimensions. 175 inches in length, 75 inches in width, 65 inches in height with a 106.4-inch wheelbase and a 8.3-inch ground clearance. Now, you do have the option of getting the recharge, which is a 48-volt hybrid system added on to this as well, and you can actually plug it in and so forth. But this is the gas model with the mild hybrid system. Now, the front end, let's talk front end. High gloss black trim because it's the dark theme. Okay, so we're going to see blacked out high gloss trim everywhere around the car. 360 panoramic camera, Volvo emblem there in the center with the chrome trim going diagonal. Dropping down, bumper sensors going across that matte black plastic active lower grille, okay, and that finishes off that lower trim in the matte black plastic. If we come over to the driver's side of the car, we got the LED pixel technology headlights, beautiful, and you have the fog lights in the LED with the high gloss black trim bezel and bumper sensor integrated, okay? Coming over to the side of the car, we have mud flaps there as well as the matte black plastic trim going around the wheel. Well, now this does take a beating, but I would have liked to seen this actually painted. But again, the higher trims will get painted wheel well trims. Over to the wheel area, we are running a Pirelli Scorpion all-season tire, very nice tire, 245, 45, 20-inch, with the rim being two colors, high gloss black on the interior side and a machine surface silver with a standard shock spring strut suspension. Over to the side mirror, we got a blind spot assist, integrated blinker lighting with the high gloss black, again with a 360 camera system. High gloss black trim going around the windows and the roof rails with your top laminated panoramic glass on top of this car. Super cool. Keyless fob entry coming in. Let's go ahead and open the door and show you guys how much room you have coming into the 2025 XC40. Here in the back as well. A little bit more tighter coming into that back end, but it is kind of tight, I'd say, okay? Now coming over to the rear end area, we kind of have that standard cargo look, more of that family oriented. We don't have a sport back. Here in the rear, I wanted to mention that we do have the four-wheel disc brakes as well. Up top, spoiler system, a little bit of sportiness going on, athleticism with the black gloss spoiler on top of that spoiler, I would say. Brake light, privacy glass, wiper for that glass, Volvo going across, XC40 B5 all-wheel drive, and we get the hands-free electric lift gate if your hands are full. And Nilo.com license plate, we actually want to take a short little time and thank them and give them a shout out for providing us this beautiful XC40 for this walk around review. Continuing forward, matte black plastic lower bumper fascia, bumper sensors going across, parking reflectors, finishing off that lower trim with the high gloss black. Under that, we got an exhaust tip on each side, on the right and on the left. And coming over to the tailgate that we're gonna open, I wanted to show you guys that right over that Nilo license plate, we have the 360 camera here in the back as well. Electric lift gate. And of course, we got the charging plug there, but we'll remove that. Now let's talk some cargo. Cargo space, 16 cubic feet of space with that second row seat up, 56 cubic feet of space with the second row seat down. What do we get under the mat here? Let's go ahead and show you guys that. Some more cubby room. Do we have a spare tire? Yes, we do. Shout out to Volvo for the XC40 spare tire. Cargo room on the right and a little bit on the left. 12-volt outlet with a 120 watt there, and ways to drop those back seats are going to be from the inside. Bah humbug, right? Open this and you can actually drive some skis through there. If you're going to the mountain, it'd be great if you got 4 passengers and you want to rent some skis, or if you don't have a top rack, or you could drop the 40% are on the left and a 60% are on the right, depending on how many passengers you have. Okay, now let's go ahead and shoot over to the interior after showing you guys the powertrain, exterior, and cargo. Now let's talk plus interior, okay? So not much has changed coming in from the 2024 over to the 2025. Still have the same exact tech setup and whatnot. We do see there's a 2025.5 coming out where they're going to start refreshing the tech inside these cars, okay? So stay tuned and check out our other videos because we're going to have those things coming too. But let's go ahead and bring over to this interior, over to the door panel. We have the premium Harman Kardon sound system, natural wood inlays, matte black plastic trim with the armrest, kind of soft. And we got some carpeted door panel. Look at that, okay? Kind of reminds me of those old subwoofers who used to dress up your subwoofers in that type of fabric. Controls to your windows and your side mirrors along with your unlock and lock button. Over to the left-hand side of the steering column, we have a button, and that is just a tailgate lift button. Up top, we have the vertical, rectangular, nice and cute button-controlled air vents. Tri-spoke or quad-spoke steering, however you want to look at it. We have controls, voice control, info control here. Let's go ahead and control that info card there as well. We could go ahead and go up and down. Let me see. There you go. Close. We can mess around with the trip and so forth. Click that. Up, we get pretty much two things. Okay. Now over to the left-hand side, we got some media, cruise control controls. Right behind that, lighting system controls with your fog lights. On the right-hand side, we have windshield wiper controls, 12.3-inch driver cockpit cluster, full digital screen, all right? Gives you all the information you need. On the left-hand side, we have the miles per hour, traffic sign recognition, pedestrian alert. We get also the cabin alert system. And then on the right-hand side, we have the RPM gauge there. 9-inch infotainment screen with the Google Maps integration, Google setup. Let's go ahead and click on that. We also have the Google Store. This is what the screen looks like. Come back to our apps. We got the YouTube, the Maps, Bluetooth. It does come Apple CarPlay compatibility, but it does not come Android Auto. We have an air quality air purifier and the Play Store and Google Assistant. Let's go show you the camera system. We have the back and the bird's eye view 360. Click on that. Show you guys what that looks like. And if you're pulling into your garage, it actually is pretty cool. It actually activates that camera and shows you how close things are to you when you're pulling into the garage. Heated steering wheel with your heated seats controls, and this is the way your vent controls or your temperature controls for that dual climate control setup is going to look. Probably one of my favorite climate controls in cars today out of all the reviews we did, because look how nice it is to control this. You just tap where you want that air to go. Super cool. Okay, turn on the AC, turn it off, and their temperature controls go down by 2 instead of 1. All right, let's get out of that, go back to, and don't forget Sirius XM radio when you subscribe. Hard buttons for the media, also defrosters and hazards, USB-C plugins down low, 12-volt outlet, 120 watt, and a wireless charging pad. We have the crystallized shift lever, parking brake button, and an auto hold button with the 2025 Volvo key fobs. I like their key fobs, and their cup holders are pretty decent size. Center console, we got a movable trash bin there as well. Up top, this is the tilt and slide moonroof option with that laminated glass, all right? And in front of that, you got a touch-sensitive button usage, and you're going to control that by just touch sensing that. And then a frameless rear view mirror, nice and classy. Overall, the cabin, from my point of view, is kind of airy, kind of fun with this kind of Swedish design on it. So, but if you ask me, are the seats super comfortable? They are a little bit stiff. I have to say that. You do get the leg extensions, the leather wrap on it, and they are electric controlled with lumbar support. But again, I've been driving this car for a little bit, and it is a bit stiff on the seating system, all right? In front, non-lockable glove compartment, and right over that, we have a natural wood inlay and the average or same dashboard until we get the new refreshed look. Now that we're done with the front side of the interior, let's go ahead and show you guys the second seat area. So we dropped this backrest down the 60%, so you guys get an idea of what it looks like coming from the cabin over to the cargo. Same level. That's one thing that I like, because you could actually sleep in here if you're heading up to the mountains or you're cabin tripping and you don't want to sleep in a tent. You have the option of just kind of locking down and sleeping in this, and it makes it super comfortable. Just throw some blankets down. You have an electric headrest control, so when you pop that down, it automatically drops down. Car seat compatibility, armrest with the cup holders, okay? In front, we got 2 mesh pockets on the hard backs of the front seats. In between those 2 front seats, we have air vents and heated seats back here for the plush trim, and 2 more USB-C plugins. Up top, we have that glass coming all the way back over near the backrest area, so you're getting that same feel from the front over to the back. That's really cool. To put things into perspective for you guys, I'm about 6 feet 2 inches. Legroom is there, head clearance is there, okay? But I have to say that these seats are kind of upright, so I kind of probably would have liked to see a little bit more inclination, or the option to incline back down. That would have been nice to kind of help me out with a long road trip. But overall, pretty much this is it. The MSRP on this car is coming around $45,500 with added options and things of that sort, guys. What do you guys think? Is it worth it for this 5-passenger XC40 gas-powered engine? Take into consideration, again, the recharge. If you ask me, for Vagabond advice, it's a pretty good price range for an entry-level plus trim XC40 for a 5-passenger, a moderate family, you know, if you don't have a lot of kids or whatnot, this will do. All right, guys, so we appreciate you guys watching our channel. As we like to do, we drop the MSRP stickers so you guys get an idea of what comes on the car with the price tag on top. Stay tuned, keep watching. We have more cool things coming. Dialogue with us in our comment section below. We'd like to answer questions, concerns, and comments. Thank you so much, and God bless you.